Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Let's talk Devils and Islanders, let's talk Penguins and Rangers, but let's not talk about Flyers, cause they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny.
Sack up, everybody. It's episode 213 of the Friends and Rivals podcast.
The episode where we all commit suicide.
Why?
Very special episode, very special holiday episode.
Oh,
my Kool-Aid for when you say when.
I think we have to start this episode with Twizzlers and Bourbon. I think it's the only way we can start this episode. What is it about the Twizzlers and the Bourbon? And do I have the right Twizzlers? I found the only Twizzlers that I possibly had in this house, and it's a pull and peel Twizzler, and it's watermelon. So I'm not sure how
that's going to be a good one.
I mean,
you think that's going to be a good one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one.
Weird.
I got my orange cream bill twists from Ollie's.
Oh, goodness, Nick, you are serious about your Twizzlers, bro.
Dude, Ollie's.
I like and I prefer a pull and peel.
50.
Any flavor.
You prefer pull and peel? Well, that's what I have. All right. So should I pull and peel or should I just?
How do you eat a Twizzler normally? You don't just.
If it's pull and peel,
Let me tell you how I eat a Twizzler. I bite off both ends,
Is it
and
going
then
to
I use it as a straw for whatever I'm drinking.
There it is.
And then I eat the Twizzler.
All right.
I don't think they make
Cheers.
very good straws.
Cheers.
Well,
It's very underwhelming. This is very underwhelming.
I don't think you're the right one.
it's true.
Taste,
You don't think I have the right one?
taste tests always make for great entertainment.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, people can actually
I
see
haven't
us.
done it with a watermelon.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
that.
it's just you need something. I like something sweet to go along with the bourbon. I mean, that's generally my thing. I'm having like a dark piece of chocolate, but I've had these here, and it's just been perfect little combination for a couple of them. Although they're a lot better when they're not open for a few days and they're sort of get a little stale. But when they're nice and soft, perfect.
Also, was that your first sip of the liquor? Was that your first sip, or you're already a little bit buzzy?
Was I already? No, I'm not buzzy at all.
Oh, see, I think. I mean, when I did that, I think I had a drink first before I even added the Twizzler, then I think being a little bit into it helps.
No, I think everybody, Nick, everybody's had a drunk episode. I don't think I've had a drunk episode. Maybe next Monday night.
Challenge extended.
Maybe next Monday night is a drunk episode of the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Ooh.
Well, I'm in. I have to do it. I don't feel I have done it yet, so I'm in.
I'll be in Jersey. I'm not sure I'll be
on something.
I'm not sure I'll be drunk. I might be a family member house. I'm not sure what Monday is.
Well, if you are at your pops's, then we would love to have him on and say hello. It's been far too long.
Okay.
So
noted.
So, anything happened this week? That old gag.
Oof.
So a trade for Quinn Hughes did happen, and it did not involve the New Jersey Devils, much to Steve's chagrin. Quinn Hughes was traded for a bunch of players that are never going to amount to a Quinn Hughes. So stop trying to hype him up. Quinn Hughes was absolutely the gold standard of defensemen in the NHL. Maybe only second to Cale Makar, and he has now been traded to the Minnesota Wild. And Bill Guerin stacked up and went out and got him.
It's a lot.
If you're the Devils, how do you not overpay for Quinn Hughes?
I don't think it was how do you not overpay? I think it was how do you fit him in the salary cap. I think the big hang up was there was just not enough money to go around, because Hamilton and Palat were not going to be part of the deal. And since they weren't going to be part of the deal, it really hamstrings them in terms of fitting everybody under the cap.
But not right now. With Meyer taking a leave of absence and Jack Hughes on LTIR, I mean, they should have the cap space for almost $8 million to bring in Quinn Hughes.
But then what do you do?
Time being, and
you don't know how Jack is back on skates.
Yeah, but there's no timetable for Hughes, and it's probably, I mean, he may miss the Olympics.
No. He will be back. He will be back in early January.
Okay.
He will be back in early January.
I read some posts either yesterday or today that there was still no timetable for him. So as much as there was for or you knew a timetable for him and not anybody recent.
So again, the way the team handles this stuff is they just try and throw everybody off. They're very they very frequently say things like, he's a ways away. And then 2 games later, that particular player is back in the roster. Back in the game. There was no talk about Brett Pesce being even remotely close to being back in the lineup. He's playing on tomorrow night in Vegas.
Yeah, we had somebody similar. Matt Rempe just popped up in practice, and a game later he was on the ice.
And they were forced to kind of talk about Jack only because he was on the practice ice on Sunday while the team was playing the Vancouver Canucks. And there's a spot in the arena where you can see into the practice rink. So somebody caught video of him stick handling in full equipment on the practice rink while the game was going on. So the team was kind of forced to say, well, we don't have a timetable. But if he's out there stick handling, it can't be more than a few weeks away.
Yeah, he just probably can't take a direct slash on his hand or something like that because it would open up the wound or some shit.
So the original timetable was still the end of December, early January. That was that 8-week.
But mark giving you almost 3 weeks probably around that when it all said and done to trade a Dougie Hamilton or Andre Palat.
I think
they only had a 10-team no trade list.
Right.
There's plenty of other suitors, man.
There's plenty of other teams, but those teams could be
suitors.
those teams could be everybody in the Metro that they would authorize a trade to, or that aren't on the list. That's not going to happen. Nobody in the division is going to take them because they see that it's not worth it. And then it could just be shitty teams, like all the quality teams that might need them, like a Nashville, like a Dallas. They might be on that no trade list.
Yeah, but maybe like Utah. But Utah's up and coming. But San Jose, I can see Chicago being on that list. But wouldn't you might want to go to those teams to help them expedite their rebuild a little bit? Maybe not Chicago per se, but maybe San Jose.
I think both he and Palat are looking at it more from a family aspect.
Yeah,
they're settled in New Jersey. They're happy in New Jersey. Their kids are in schools in New Jersey. They don't want to uproot the family. So that's really the major sticking point, more so than did they have enough? Because I think Nemec, Mercer, Silviev, and a first-round pick would have been enough to get him.
Are any one of those centers?
Mercer can play center, but really third, fourth line center. He's more of a.
That's what the report. They had a hard on about a center,
right? And the Devils don't have a center prospect,
right?
Yeah.
Well, they got a 60-point center. They got a 20-year-old stud defenseman who's not obviously, Quinn Hughes, and probably will not ever reach those heights.
No, he will not be.
They got another guy, another young player who has 0 points through all the 18 games this year, which is extremely strange to have 0 points.
He sounds like somebody on the top 6 of the Rangers.
Yeah. I couldn't tell anything about that guy, but he's young. All 3 players are RFAs. All 3 players are 20 to 24 range. And then they got a first round pick next to this year's draft. So that's a good good amount of pieces. And then there was immediate impact for a couple of those guys in the in the first Vancouver game. They're there. Couple points by I think the center, the defenseman. I think the defenseman got a goal and assist. But I mean, I'm surprised that the Devils didn't try to make it happen. Like, just I know Steve, you're talking about it with but I feel like they could have just pulled the trigger, dealt with the consequences if they really wanted it. But it sounded like from what happened is that they just didn't have the package that, or maybe didn't have the right timing that Minnesota did. Minnesota really seeming like what it sounded like was that this deal's been done for a bit.
Oh yeah, everybody was trying to catch up to it. It sounded like.
We're all surprised, but apparently it sounded like it might have been in the works and maybe almost a done deal for a bit longer. Maybe they had some things to paperwork to figure out. But I mean, we've all been speculating East Coast and Jersey at the very most likely destination, and Minnesota out of nowhere. Now they put themselves with a Kaprizov and Quinn Hughes combination, which is better.
They're taking their shot. They are definitely taking their shot at it. I'm sure that's not.
They got a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are hurt right now. So once they get a full squad back, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what Minnesota becomes.
They're going to be definitely a team out there in the West, and then they have Kaprizov and Hughes, the 1-2. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good 1-2 to have.
But this throws a whole monkey wrench in the whole Quinn Hughes, the whole Hughes brothers.
I mean, does it?
Or does it?
Does it?
When
he hasn't signed an extension. He hasn't signed an extension. He
can't until next July. Is that right? Or this July?
So again, until that extension is signed, it's the hope is still alive.
But you have to think that this hurts that a little bit.
He and his agent have made it clear that whoever you trade him to, that team should not expect him to sign an extension. So
I think with Guerin making the move, I think he had some good talks with his agent. I'm sure they made some assurances. I can't imagine they'd pull a trigger with that many pieces with no guarantees. I mean,
I would.
Crazy.
It's 2 years of a Norris Trophy candidate defenseman. Or are you kidding? Yeah, I'd trade those players for 2 years worth of his service. Sure, no problem. But as the GM, I better stack that fucking team, and I better be all in on that team. For the next 2 years, the Minnesota Wild are all in.
Obviously. So those 4 guys, 3 of them are first-round picks from Minnesota in the last 4 or 5 years. So, I mean, they're all in already.
So you're saying it doubled Brock Nelson's return?
Double Brock Nelson. 2 Brock Nelsons. They could have 2 Brock Nelsons.
Ay. But that wasn't the only NHL trade last week. Stuart Skinner for Tristan Jarry happened. And Bill, you finally got your wish. You got rid of Jarry.
Like, fucking God. And the Penguins haven't won since then, and they can't hold the lead, and it's quite atrocious. It's an atrocity there in Pittsburgh right now. But no, I would not take back the trade of Tristan Jarry for one momentito. I was begging for that. Everybody heard me do it. Jarry was having a good season, and when he would have a really good game, I'd be like, okay, trade him before the next game, because I mean, like he has already done this season twice. If it's not bad play, it's injuries. So he's missed time a couple of times already. We always know the other shoe's going to drop with him. So yes, thank you, Jesus. They got that. They get that money they got it off the cap. Just alleviating the cap was worth doing it. They're not going to get anything in the return. They got like a bad goaltender. They got Skinner. They got like, I don't know, some prospect, I guess, in the second round pick. I don't even know the guy's name. It doesn't matter. it's addition by subtraction. It's a no-brainer. So even though the Penguins have probably the worst goaltending in the league the last week or so, with the guys that are trying to step in, still would not hesitate to do it again, because the guys the Penguins have figure with experience to improve. So they shouldn't miss him for too long. You look horrified. You look like that painting. You look like the scream, Tom.
It is me watching the New York Rangers on the power play and thinking, this can't happen. Are you kidding? And like in every game at home this year, it's been one extra pass didn't work or one move didn't work. And when you're in the offensive zone, that leads to an odd man rush that leads to a goal. It's been a number of different things, and two-man advantage with 4 minutes to go and you're on the power play. It's pretty risky, but especially when your power play unit hasn't scored since Adam Fox got hurt, and that seems like forever ago. So this leads me, that's an excellent segue. If the Vancouver Canucks are ready to start unloading players, I mean, Rangers are realistically 2 points out of a playoff spot, but let's be serious. Come on. Let's be fucking serious here for a moment. And it wasn't until Mika Zibanejad got benched yesterday that I started to think about this. And they made me think about this with that move. And it went down as he missed a team meeting and he had it sit out a game. That's why Zibanejad got scratched against the Anaheim Ducks last night. Here's my thinking. Right now, the New York Rangers are divided in the team they want to be and the team they were. So they have to kill the team they were in order to be the team they want to be. So you bring in JT Miller, you make a pretty significant investment in trading for him and bringing over to your organization. You give him the captaincy. This is JT Miller's team. You bring in Mike Sullivan, a rugged coach who likes to probably mix it up with David Quinn as his assistant. All this is leading to a very hard-nosed, tough to play against team. Think of Boston, think of the Florida Panthers in that mold. You have players right now that were existing from your last run at the Cup that don't fit that persona. So they have to go in order for you to move forward. Those people are Adam Fox, Artemi Panarin, and Mika Zibanejad. Those are the three players that need to go in order for your team to move on in the way that you want. Are any of them serviceable and maybe can go with you? Yeah, maybe one or two of those guys. But that's not what they're doing here. Right now, they're in just, I can't believe a team can be this bad on home ice and then be so brilliant on the road. I am absolutely flabbergasted by this team and the way that they play on home ice. It seems like every goaltender is Patrick Waugh in the 1986 playoffs against the Rangers. That's the type of goaltending the other team gets every single home game against the Rangers, and I'm not exaggerating. So you have a shitty season. Panarin not going to want to re-sign with you, so he even might let you trade him at the trade deadline, which is good. The Rangers are absolved of Panarin, and they don't have to necessarily re-sign him next year or even attempt to re-sign him because he left in a trade. Zibanejad's going to be a little tougher, and so is Adam Fox. That way, I think one of those two guys is serviceable, and I think they're going to stick with Adam Fox over Mika Zibanejad. And one of the things that they did was they made him sit against the Anaheim Ducks as missed a team meeting or some bullshit, which he probably was late to. We'll never know. But you can see past that, especially on home ice where you haven't played very well. You let your leading scorer play in the game, and you reprimand him some other way. You silently fine him for something or something in the background. But I think they're pissing him off to make him want to ask for a trade, and I think this is the beginning of it. I think it is. So get rid of Panarin, get rid of Zibanejad. If that is the play, then you have to do it. And you have to destroy the old in order to be what you want to be. So trade Panarin, trade Zibanejad. Don't wait. Do it now. What are you waiting for? Do you think honestly 4 additional hockey games at the end of the season is going to make a difference in saying this was a successful season? It's not, because I can tell you what, Panarin's not going to be back next year, and I'm not sold on Zibanejad or even Lafreniere being back. And Lafreniere is a whole nother topic, but those are the guys. And if you can get anything for them, if their trade value is high right now on the heels of what Vancouver got for Quinn Hughes, we are open for business. With no letter this year, we are just open for fucking business. We don't have time for a letter. Let's talk.
You guys have to send? No, I think that's required by MSG rules. You guys have to send something out.
It is the stupidest thing. And really,
you have to send something out to season ticket holders. Yeah.
It has been really bugging me the past couple of weeks, and I needed to get that off my chest. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't love those players. I love those players. But I see what they're trying to do, and you can't do it with this personnel. So fix it. They're going to have $30 million in the offseason to try and fix it with no real superstars available to sign. So you're going to have to do it in a trade. So if you're going to have to do it in a trade, might as well do it now. So pissed off. They pissed me off so much.
I'm feeling you.
And another shutout at home against the Rangers. Another one. And they lose to the Vancouver Canucks. They lose to the fucking Vancouver fucking Nucks.
Who did they lose to?
Exactly. I like fuming. I cannot. I need Jacob Trouba back to throw a helmet at somebody.
It's wild. You're acting out everything that I feel about the Penguins right now. I am just simpatico.
Yeah, but there was very little expectation for the Pens this year, Bill. In fact, the expectation for the Pens was to be what they are. So I don't understand why you're so upset.
I'll get into it when it's my time.
From the outside perspective. So I would like that. But this team had aspirations. This team is built for the here and now. And if they are, I don't know. Wear white at home. Do something. Stay at a hotel. Take the entire team and stay at a fucking hotel the night before the game. Have your morning skate at the Garden. See if that fucking fixes it. Who the fuck knows? But Jesus Christ, you got to do something. And you're not doing anything. Trade him now.
So, who's next?
Oh, you know what? I am, because we're about to ride the Metro now.
I thought that's what we were doing.
You
just do your whole Ranger thing?
No, that was my whole trade thing.
We got to sit through more Rangers talk.
It's fascinating what happens on home ice with this team. It's so hard to grasp and comprehend just the oopsie plays that happen on home ice. Tonight, Vancouver's first goal, the referee picked the defenseman for the Rangers, literally cross-checked him, gave him a fucking follow-through with an elbow and knocked him off the play, and Jonathan Quick was screwed. There was absolutely nothing he can do. The season itself on home ice has been just fucking comical with the amount of oopsie plays and the amount of goaltenders coming in there, and they're the next coming of Ken Dryden. I know I made Patrick Watt, comparisons before, but you name the goaltender. Name the fucking Brodeur against the Rangers in the late 90s, early 2000s type of play. It is absolutely mind fucking boggling. And I all I can do is not watch. And I try not to watch on most nights. I promise you I try. I try not to watch hockey, or I try not to watch the Rangers, because everybody else is good. I like watching everybody else except the Rangers right now. And something's got to be done. Jury's here. Jury's not going anywhere. Sullivan's here. He ain't going anywhere. JT Miller's here. He ain't going anywhere. That's your core. That's your nucleus. Everybody else is expendable. Start now. All right. I think Billy was next. Billy, you can go ahead with the Penguins.
Am I next? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So yes, I expected a losing team this season, and that's not the part that has me. I was trying to think of what word. I think apoplectic comes closest to how I feel about the Penguins right now.
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Yeah. Look, sure. If you told me at this point in the season, 37 points to point out of the playoffs, so that's all fantastic.
Overcome with anger, everyone. Overcome with anger.
I didn't think that nobody knew what it meant. I was just trying to think of the right word.
Well, for Brian, if Brian's out there listening, I just wanted him to know.
Oh, okay. Furious. Look, I was happy about the Jari trade, but I can't, not during the rebuild, not while you're a good team or a bad team or any other team. At no point in time is it acceptable to have one fucking week where you start by blowing a lead in the last second of the game with Anaheim down a goal with the puck behind their own net with 7 seconds left. They go all the way down, and Erik Karlsson throws the fucking puck into the net to tie with as time expires. Are you fucking kidding? I can't accept it. I can't accept that. One game I can't accept. Then a couple days later, they lose 4-2 loss, standard loss, the kind of loss that, like, okay, whatever. And then another day later, they're or a day or two or whatever it was, they're playing San Jose. They've got a 4-goal lead going into the third period. That evaporates, and they lose in overtime or a shootout, whichever. And then the next game, 3-goal lead, third period, evaporates. They lose in overtime, shootout, blah, 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 blah. Are you fucking kidding? I've never seen a week like that from an NHL, from any type of team in any sport ever. Never seen that many blown leads where they could have been 3-1 that week and they were 0-4. And I mean that. Yeah, I'm not expecting wins. You gotta fucking do better than that. You gotta win one. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. How you can blow all of those games. It's not even fucking possible. It really is not. And they're like a point out of the playoffs, and yet I swear to God, if anybody even tries to tell me the Penguins are going to the playoffs, I'm gonna go buy a shotgun. I'm gonna go through the waiting period and like a good citizen, wait until I can have it, and then wherever you are in the country, travel and blow your fucking head off.
Well,
Bill, the Penguins are gonna make the playoffs.
I don't even think you need to wait down in Florida. Just go down there.
Florida's
and get
easy to get a gun.
Yeah, no.
Well,
They hand them to you at the border.
You could just go to Dick's and get one. You'll be fine.
So yeah, I can't accept it. I can't be more disgusted right now with this team that nobody even gives a shit to finish a fucking game. I find it absolutely wild. So that's where I'm at with the Penguins.
I want to hear Steve's take on the Devils.
So really, it's not as atrocious as I was letting on. It was a 2-2 week, but one of the losses was an 8-4 drubbing by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm going to dedicate my time tonight to just going over a goal that they gave up. So let me know when you can see my screen here.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Okay. I'm going to rewind just a little because this is like a highlight clip. So blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. The Devils eventually score. I want you guys to pay attention to the goaltender's right-hand side. You're going to see a Devils defenseman coming up. Ready? Watch this. See that Devils defenseman to the goaltender's right?
Okay.
Where are all of the Tampa Bay Lightning?
Is he changing?
No, he's skating to the corner to cover the referee.
He's getting a stick.
No, he has his stick in his hand the whole time.
Maybe he was anticipating the puck being wrapped around.
Watch.
Yeah, Nick, I think I was looking at the guy you were looking at, Nick.
Goal
I see he's
line.
going to the bench for a stick.
Goal
No,
line to the
guy
goalie's
next
right.
to the goaltender.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're using goal line. All right, fine. I see.
Goal line to the goalie's right.
Okay.
Goalie's right, not the right hand up the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
said goal. Yeah. So who are you covering, pal?
Yeah.
Where
Are you sure
going?
there's nobody in the corner?
There's 5. Count the white jerseys.
There'd be too many men on the ice
5.
if
Yeah,
there
that
was.
is 5. That is 5. So
Who do
maybe
you think
expecting
winds
the
up
puck to
scoring
come
this
back.
goal?
Oh, the guy to the left of the goaltender.
The guy all alone by the goaltender, yeah.
He made the pass.
Oh, he made the initial pass, and
He made the assist pass.
Oh, it was Kucherov.
What?
Yeah,
So-
you don't want to get
So this guy is
Brandon
in front of
Point?
the goaltender right now. First of all, screening the goaltender. Love it. Great place to be. Where are you
Oh.
going? Who are you
Oh.
covering? Looking at the ref.
He was anticipating the reversal of the puck, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But should you?
He shouldn't have been, but
No,
that's what he was
He
doing.
should not have
was
been.
not-
No, he should not have been.
He shouldn't have been anywhere near that. That's not near anything.
Now,
Well, listen, the way the refs played in the Garden tonight, I don't
That's
blame
true.
them for covering
That's
the
true.
fucking guy in the corner. The ref. No.
let me ask
There
you
you
guys
go.
a question because in lacrosse, it was very basic. The person that's closest to the goal is the most important person you cover.
Sure.
So if you look up at the point, there are 2 Devils
That
covering
guy's really
somebody
important.
just about as far away from the goal as you can get in the offensive zone.
That's my guy. No,
What
that's my
the
guy.
Fuck. And that's why Point was
Ugh.
allowed to score because he was left uncovered.
You know who
And that's
helped?
been
Quinn
the
Hu-
problem
Quinn
with
Hughes-
this team. That's
Quinn
been the
Hughes would've
problem.
helped.
That's been the problem with this team. Bad alignment defensively and puck watching on the defensive side of the ice. There are times when you can literally watch all 5 Devils players' eyes just follow the puck around the ice instead of knowing where the other 5 players are on the ice, which is more important than knowing where the puck is. If you are on a guy, odds are he's not going to score. It doesn't matter where the puck is. If you lock up on a guy, he's not going to score. So that's my take this week. I saw an interesting stat posted on Twix. 11 of 16 games that Markstrom has started, he has let up a goal within the first 6 shots. Within the first 6 shots he faced, he's let up a goal, which means in those 11 games, you're probably playing from behind in 9 or 10 of them. And you're just not going to win games when you're constantly chasing the lead. They need to get better goaltending early, and they need to get leads, and let's see how they play with the leads. 2 more things. Hamilton, you're talking about why nobody wants to trade for him. He's having an atrocious season. He's got 1 point since November 1st.
Did he have a pectoral tear or something last year?
Yes, or
Okay.
late the
What-
season before that.
Yeah, it was one of those 2. I was just curious
One-
what he had last year.
1 point and assist since November 1st. He's got 4 goals and 4 assists on the season. He's got 8 points so far this season. He's on track for like 22 points for the season. And I know I've sung his praises, but Jesper Bratt only has 2 goals since November 1st. You can't go a month and a half with your top line winger only having 2 goals. You're just not going to be successful. So that's where they're at right now. I don't even know what's coming up this week because who gives a shit? I know they're out in Las Vegas tomorrow, and then they've got other teams at other times throughout between now and next Monday.
Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, fuck. Got it.
Well, Isles were this week 3-0 this week.
Were they?
Briefly, we're first in the East for about an hour until Canes won, and then
Were they?
won again.
Come on, Nick was so fucking happy.
I'm happy. Come on, man.
He wanted to stop
Are
the
you?
count right then and there.
Stop the
Are
count.
you?
Stop the count. That's it. We're first. And the playoffs right now. I was wrapping up some just difficult stretch of the season. This past week we had it was on Tuesday last week. It was Vegas at home. And then 2 nights later with Anaheim, who's been playing really good, young team. And then Saturday, 2 nights later, against finished the season series with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Eat a cock, Linda.
All 3 games
That's what happens.
against Lightning. I can't even hear that part. I don't know why it didn't play. I can't hear the sound effects. So it's not gonna. I can't hear him.
Good. That's even
After I
better.
sucks.
Yeah, that's even so much
See-
better. Just keep going.
Oh, okay. You're playing me off now.
We're not there
I-
yet.
I-
I mean, give the guy.
You didn't play
Got
out
one
with
here.
a
Tom
little bit of
Tom
time.
had 2
All right, go ahead.
segments
Go ahead.
about the Rangers.
Go
Come on,
ahead.
man. Come on.
We all dealt with that.
Anyway, Tampa and Isles, they had 3 games in 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. They're all season series in
Wow.
11 days. I don't know why, but that's just how they
That's
did
dumb.
it for whatever reason.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb. Somehow, all 3 tight games. I mean, Tampa's very good. Super underrated Vasilevsky and team. You know, Kovalchuk, Kucherov, all super tough to play that team. But anyway. Long story short, 5-4 game at home against Vegas, shootout win. Heineman with the game winner. That guy can just shoot, and it was one of those shootouts where like you just gotta shoot the puck. Like few guys were just, especially Vegas, trying to make moves. A couple guys lost their edge, lost the puck, not able to get the shot off they want. And Horvat took a shot. I think Holmstrom took a shot as well, and Heineman just ripped one and finally got it past the goaltender, the Vegas goaltender. But Sorokin notably has always been terrible at shootouts. He hates them. He just hopes he can do whatever he can. Him winning it in that one was great. Horvat had 2 goals in the game, which is important for the next game against Anaheim, where he went down with injury. Awkward, kind of gets tangled up. Just kind of like looked like he did something to his groin or knee, or because it just kind of like had an awkward fall and kind of had like a weird split, and definitely didn't look good. But the good news is it wasn't any major damage, just but he's like week to week. Now, initially it was day to day, but it looks like week to week. So hard to say how long he'll be out, but we are kind of like in a, section of the season where hopefully it's not going to affect him too much. Hopefully he comes back before start of January. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Isles end up also winning this game. Lee has a 4-point night in a 5-2 win against Anaheim. Rittich played pretty well. I think Schaaf had a assist in this game. Let me double check that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to our good friend, Mr. Paul Schaefer.
Wait.
Might have been
Is
the
it Shafe? No? We have to call him fucking
Shafe.
Shafe.
No, yeah, we got to call him Shafe because he's so good. He gets a nickname.
Not fucking call him Shafe.
His fucking
Yeah.
nickname is like 2 thighs rubbing. They chafe.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
his
Schaaf had
nickname
a
is
goal in the
Schnozzle.
next game against the Lightning in the season.
Sorry, your jockstrap is too tight
Oh,
and the
God.
inside of your crotch chafed a little.
But this is what happens, by the way, when your team is the only decent team amongst the 4 of us.
You are correct. I had to
Yeah.
deal
I
with that
wouldn't
for a
know.
while. Yes.
In the game against the Lightning, both Schaefer, Callum Ritchie both scored early goals. And then that ended up going to a shootout as well. Tampa tied it early in the 3rd period. But that was a Barzy and Heineman scored in the shootout. So 2 people scoring in the shootout. Barzy with a shootout goal, which is he's terrible at shootouts. So nice to see. In the week 3-0. Tonight they played Detroit. Ended up losing 3-2 in regulation away in Detroit. They had 2 days off before this game, and then they're going to have 2 more days off before they play again Friday at home against the Quinless Vancouver Canucks. And then next night we'll be up in Buffalo on the 20th, back-to-back. Strange up in Buffalo, but whatever. It's not that far. I guess they're flying there. And then we'll be up. I guess we're gonna have next Monday. We'll be doing our podcast, so we won't get into the Devils game, which should be the following Tuesday. But I think our first Ranger Isle game, or the second one, this season.
The first one, no, the first one.
It is the first
no,
one, right?
You're right. You're right.
The second one.
I'm
The
sorry,
second
you're
one,
right.
the
It was
second
the second
one.
one. You guys whooped the shit out of us the first game.
That's right. I
Yeah.
forget. That is the
I didn't.
Saturday after Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that game.
What a great Christmas present to get.
It is.
Oh, exactly.
Hope I get to watch it.
Expired.
That's Saturday, so hopefully I can keep the game on and not get yelled at. But that's the Isles. Obviously Horvat out. With Horvat out, it's going to be a little tricky for the next few weeks. Hopefully he can come back soon, and we'll see how that goes. I guess I'm not really sure. They really got to figure out this. He's got 19 goals this year. That's a lot of goals to be missing on a team that really relies on a few guys, and he's one of them. Has been really playing super well this year. So hope he gets back. Hopefully the team can fill in some goals tonight. Offense looked a little rough around the edges, but might just be a night off, which is okay. So
hey,
on to the next one.
Nick, for the Isles, good luck, bro. I want to extend the Anaheim Ducks came in and did the Friends and Rivals podcast week. They opened up against a win in Pittsburgh and a shootout 4-3, followed up by losses on the island and in New Jersey, 5-2 on the island, 4-1 to the Devils, and a big win in Madison Square Garden, 4-1, which saw the return of Chris Kreider to Madison Square Garden, where they did the whole video tribute. They did one for fucking Jacob Trouba too. But I personally love what the Pittsburgh Penguins announced prior to today's hockey game. And that was, we ain't giving no fucking video tributes unless you win a cup. Period, end. And I gotta say, I fucking love that. Because if Patrick came back to the Garden, they would give him a fucking video tribute. I think he did, and I think they did. It is nauseating sometimes to have it for someone who won a cup with you. I'm all for it. But does that mean like your fourth line guy who played like 3 shifts in game 6 gets a video tribute when he comes back? I don't know. Well, it remains to be seen, but
it's got to be case by case. I mean, and I'm glad that they made that decision for Jari. I mean, Jari was technically twice represented the Penguins on the All-Star team. Never finished the season as an All-Star either time. I don't know, you can't give a tribute to this guy unless you're gonna give fair time and show all the fucking games he blew. Show some of the great saves, but just you can't paint him in that light. He was not that good.
No, he was good for that Penguins team when they needed him. I thought he was in those playoff series against the Rangers. He played really well in some games.
Okay, fair.
Some games.
I forgot how far back you were going to go with that.
Okay, that's fair. I gotta before I forget, a big thank you.
You're welcome.
Steve.
You're welcome.
He has, so a couple of weeks ago, I purchased a new grill, and I have been just pounding his message inbox of recipes on how to cook on a griddle, because I got a grill with a griddle insert and I wasn't really sure on how to do it. But man, it
not
is
really recipes, just tips, just little things,
tips.
Just little tips.
But everything that you have said, I needed to hear. If I didn't hear them, I would have been
very envious of Tom's family because everything that he's made and sent pictures of, which has been a lot, has looked delicious.
It's been a lot.
And he's run the gamut. He's not just doing the smash burger thing.
He's made his own McGriddle. Better than McDonald's.
He's done the breakfast thing. He's done the fried rice thing. He's done the chicken. Yes.
Well, no, I didn't do fried rice yet. Fried rice is going to be this weekend. It wasn't rice. It was lo mein. I made.
Lo mein. I'm sorry. Lo mein. Yes.
I made it. I've already got a second request, and if I made it, I would get the SEX.
I hope it was from my wife.
Yet I'm doing this. It is. It's very frustrating. I have to do this.
But then he makes the lo mein.
Your face, it explodes.
Explodes with flavor. I did the cheesesteaks last night. They were phenomenal. The kids can't eat a quesadilla any other way now, so I'm ruining them. But I'm turning into a fucking short order cook. I'm not that.
What did you do? How did you do the cheesesteaks?
What do you mean?
So
I did the peppers and the onions and the mushrooms on the side to get them all heated up separately. Then I did the ribeye things, the frozen ribeye things from
and then you shredded them up.
From Walmart. The great value ones. They're fucking phenomenal. Little salt, pepper, little melty Velveeta cheese.
Throw the cheese on right buns. At the top. Yeah.
I don't have the right utensils yet. And it was a shame because typically you want to get under there with a longer spatula. I only have short, wide ones right now. I'm like
Christmas
Billy, I'm
right
short
around
and
the
wide.
corner.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I know.
He only has very girthy spatulas right now.
That's it. But it's got to be Teflon. It's not like that. I have a cast iron insert. It is a non-stick surface, so I have to treat it as just like a non-stick pan. So I can't use any of those.
You can't use the Blackstone.
It's not Blackstone style.
No, it's not a Blackstone. But I could take the insert out and just have a grill, or I could take the grill out and just have a freaking flat top. I'm more than happy with what I have for sure. But I'm so happy I have done this. I have to pass on my happiness to other people. If you're going to buy a grill, I brought a charbroil, like 3/4 grill and a 1/4 flat top originally, and then there was an
the full size insert.
Full size insert.
And I don't think. I mean, you'll agree with me. I think you couldn't do what you're doing.
No.
On the 130,
not a chance.
You need the space. Yeah.
I could cook the 6 things of bacon that I cook,
but not the pancakes at the same time.
No. The breakfast on Sunday, it was bananas. It was bacon and pancakes, but it was bananas good.
Bananas pancakes?
No, they were regular straight pancakes.
Bananas.
But I'm just saying it was bananas. And how good it was.
BANAS.
BANAS. So I if you're ever in the want to buy a new grill, I highly recommend this one. Highly recommend it.
Sponsor Rivals approved.
Yeah, no doubt.
Charbroil.
This is the wrong bell.
Our inbox is waiting.
That would be amazing because the one in Home Depot that I actually wanted was $6.99. So I went on to their website and found one that was far cheaper. So the entire grill was under $500, even with the insert, which was even better. Oh boy, what do we have this week? We missed this list.
Well,
I must say.
I was just brainstorming because I'm having a miserable fucking season, as you guys know from my report. And Tom, I think you're having a miserable season. And anybody else who's having like a really miserable season, I just wanted to bring some things to the table that you might be able to do. You guys could already guess what the last one is. Because that's my MO. But this was me earlier this week with the Tristan Jari trade. This was just a footage of my celebration, and I just wanted to go over great Tristans in history. So there was that too. Couldn't find any. So things we could do while we're disgusted with NHL hockey. You could hate watch as I do St. Joe's Metuchen ice hockey. I hate watch it. My son's on the team, and I fucking hate that team. And I hate Mr. Magoo, the fucking head coach, who's fucking blind. and holds no accountability for any players. It's disgusting to watch. Their power play looks like 5 people who have never met each other, never mind played hockey with each other before. Man, what a shit show. So there's hate watching St. Joe's hockey. That's number 1.
That oddly sounds very familiar to me watching the Rangers right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so It's really not a refuge from NHL hockey.
You would think that Mika Zibanejad and Artemi Panarin had played together for the past 6 years. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so speaking of hate watching, there's a new show on Apple TV called Pluribus from Vince Gilligan. That's the guy on the left who created Breaking Bad. Good show. Better Call Saul. Great show. Had high hopes. And this is a pretentious piece of shit that I can't even hate enough. Pluribus. And I've watched all 6 episodes. I'm going to finish the season for sure. What a piece of shit this is.
It's definitely been described to me as a fantastic concept for a show that just doesn't work as a show.
Okay.
If you're familiar with Breaking Bad and their Fly episode, it's like a whole series of that episode. Anyway,
should I watch Breaking Bad?
I recommend it. It's a good show, and Better Call Saul. I feel like is an even better show, which is the prequel to Breaking Bad.
You like Breaking Bad for sure.
I started like Detroiters, which is I liked him and I like the black guy. I don't even know his name, but I mean it's a good show.
He gave up on the West Wing apparently.
No, I did not give up on the West Wing. I need to be in the mood to watch the West Wing. I can't just willy-nilly watch the West Wing. I got to be in the mood to watch the West Wing.
Okay.
Another guy that's been on my mind lately, don't really even know why. Rob Reiner. So I was just thinking of him the other day, and the streak of movies from 84 to 92. Holy Epic. Shit. Like I'm not going to pretend that I know the second movie.
1985, The Sure Thing is such an underrated movie. It's right up there with Vision Quest as being an underrated movie. I definitely highly recommend both of them. If you're in the mood, John Cusack is also in another movie. And unfortunately, the name is escaping me right now. But it's about him chasing down his girlfriend. He's supposed to go away on vacation with his girlfriend and his girlfriend's family. And he fails a test. What is it?
One Crazy Summer?
No. He fails a test, so he has to stay back at school.
The stereo over that one?
Yeah,
the one say anything. Yeah, no. Yeah. Also, both John Cusack movies very good.
Right. Come on.
You keep talking, I'll find it.
Anyway.
Was it about Serendipity? Yeah, it wasn't Serendipity?
No, it wasn't Serendipity.
Better Off Dead?
No.
Hot Tub Time Machine?
No.
You want to talk about underrated movies that my wife hates? Hot Tub Time Machine is like on another level for me. How much I love that movie.
Do you know not allowed to watch it? Not allowed to watch it because of you.
What?
That was a movie that Tina wanted to see, and you showed it at a guy's night out.
Yeah.
And now she won't watch it with me.
That's a shame.
Why?
Just because she felt very spited that it was seen without her. So the John Cusack movie in question is called Hot Pursuit.
Hot Tub Time Machine?
Hot
Hot Pursuit.
Young Ben Stiller plays a bad boy in it. The enemy character.
Like that nurse in Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore?
Very similar. Very similar character. Minus the mustache.
All right. So after that, this is so funny we were talking John Cusack because this is the movie that I recommend every Christmas. The Ice Harvest, John Cusack, Billy Bob Thornton, directed by Harold Ramis. Connie Nielsen,
sounds like a movie I love.
Horrible in this movie, but still a great movie despite her and Oliver Platt. Awesome movie. Okay.
Just so you know, not streaming for free on any service. You can rent it on Prime and Apple and YouTube.
I do own it. And there's
okay. You don't have to fucking brag about it.
All right, so that's things to do while your hockey team sucks.
What is that?
Can also, it looks like, wait, maybe might be on Netflix. No, not on Netflix. No.
What's that? Oh, you guys are still here? Oh, why'd you who took it away?
It's worth buying.
Just kidding.
That was really mean. Damn you.
The old airplane gag.
There's everybody.
Again, Billy's segment. Where did Nick go? Gone. Just tapped out completely.
You think like the half naked women?
He doesn't want. Yeah, he doesn't. This segment, the end of this segment, and your entire segment. Nick wants nothing to do with them.
No, not really. Also, I got sick teenagers, so.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But and by the way, not to bring it back to hockey, but the schedule makers this year can go fuck themselves. Rangers are playing a 5-7 right now with 2 back-to-backs.
I gotta feel fucking bad for you for that.
You gotta feel bad for me about that. A
Fuck
5-7 is fucking rough. But luckily, they're away for 2 of those games, so we'll be 2-3 in those hockey games.
Do you think the NHL should somehow look into maybe
canceling every game at Madison Square Garden? Yeah.
Ending the season now?
Yes.
Constructing
we'll play
the
at
schedule,
Brendan Byrne Arena.
Constructing the schedule similar to the way college football and college basketball do, in so much as the first half or the beginning of the season is all your non-division, all your non-conference games.
It gets you warmed up for the season.
And then the back half, you're playing in conference, in division, the games that really matter, the games that are maybe it's not a 2-point game, it's really a 4-point game.
Yeah, but they found out that when they did that, it was too saturated. And the Rangers were playing the Devils 6 times a year, and it kind of got old after a while. And I think 4 is the right number, but 3 is not the right number. Do not take away divisional games. Take away road games in Vancouver. Or take away a road game in fucking Utah. Okay.
I'm not talking about the number. I'm not talking about the number of times they play each other. I'm just saying that instead of the Islanders playing the Lightning 3 times in 11 days in December, have a game in January, maybe a game in February, and a game in March. And then in April, the Metro teams are all playing each other for those. It's like 2 weeks in April.
I can't even comprehend how difficult it would be to make a schedule for the NHL.
Please. Fuck that.
I don't know. Maybe after I've done it a couple of times, I'd be all right with it. And I'm sure that they have multiple schedules that they work off of. So
there's a program that spits it out when you put it on, and everybody puts in their data. Yeah.
They obviously have some sort of systematic scheduling because certain teams like the Devils are always on the road come New Year's. Like
so the Rangers.
They
don't want them anywhere near. No, they don't want them anywhere near the tri-state area.
Why?
Because it takes away from other things. So if there was a Ranger game on New Year's Eve, which there typically is, but it's in Tampa or in Florida, and by Florida I mean Miami. That's just typical. They don't want the Rangers in the Garden because it would take away from maybe Times Square.
I don't think it's taking
away. Or it would add to the insanity of Times Square and people using mass transit.
18,000 more people when you're talking about millions and millions of people, not really a big deal.
It's the only logical thing I can come up with.
People aren't going to that game on New Year's. If it's late.
Yeah, maybe if it's on Long Island, Nick.
You do like a 12 o'clock game.
You could, but that's the matchmakers will do that. They have certain. I'm sure they block out certain days for each team, and they have what days that are free for their.
You can still arrange the schedule.
But in other cities, it's a bigger deal, and not necessarily in New York. So I can see if the Islanders and Devils and Rangers are all away during that week of Christmas and New Year's. I can completely understand and see that.
You could still arrange the schedule so that you're playing the other conference more in October, November, December, January.
I agree with that, but I don't think they're like. I don't think that the Rangers need to play the Western Conference on the road, or like the Metro doesn't need to play the Western Conference on the road, or as much. So they give those games to in the Metro games. So there wouldn't be 3 games against the Rangers. There would be 4 games against the Rangers, or 4 games against the Islanders, and everybody in the Metro would play 4 games.
Maybe you don't have to play each
division.
Yeah, maybe you don't have to play each division in the other conference every year.
Yeah, but I don't want games against the Islanders, Devils, or Penguins, Flyers. Fuck the Flyers or the Capitals. Whoever's in the, I want 4 games against those fucking opponents because I want to beat their asses in more than anything else. So give us those games. Give us all of those games. You think if the fucking Ducks of Anaheim care if the Rangers? Well, that was a bad example because there's a lot of New Yorkers that live out there. I guess the Rangers are the bad example, but still.
No, you're right.
And I agree with Steve. Played the Western Conference earlier in the season. Fucking A.
Stop telling me what the fuck to do, Steven.
Exactly. All right, we are going to meet this week. We are going to meet London. And
London.
Women all this time. Let's give you the guy's perspective.
I absolutely thought London was going to be a woman.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's meet London.
Sure. My name is London. I'm here.
Is that what you expected his voice to be like?
Yeah, actually it is.
No, I thought it was at least going to be British, honestly.
At this point, I'm thinking just about anyone would be just fine. Anybody that can spend the time with me is somebody worth spending time with.
Can you sense how uncomfortable he is just in the tone of his voice?
I have several pastimes. I enjoy nightlife. I enjoy the club scene. I love dancing. Yes. I'm big on dancing. It's a great way to meet people. I have a unique culinary gift in which I am capable of creating delicious meals on a shoestring budget. So the perfect first date would involve a beach.
The beach.
I can tell what we do on the beach is rather unimportant because it is the beach. And
all right, people who pronounce important, I definitely have an issue with important.
Importante.
Steve's important.
And there's fun to be had there regardless of activity. And so I might take my date to the pier. We may stroll upon the pier and enjoy a soft pretzel.
Not even supposed to be here today.
Who wouldn't want to enjoy a soft pretzel with London?
I just want to point out that's what it's like to watch Pluribus. That just really sums it up well.
Frustrating.
I thought it's important to bring the male perspective into the dating world. So I have a couple more lined up for the next couple of weeks.
It's important.
He definitely has cooked human flesh. Without a doubt.
Oh God.
Without a doubt.
And he saves it in his beard, so he smells them every now and again when he smells different sections of his beard. This fucking guy.
The Knicks are blowing the championship, just so you know. Blowing.
Oh yeah, there was 100% chance they were going to lose this game.
Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What channel is it on?
Amazon.
Prime.
Oh Christ Almighty!
Down 6.
Oh, I forgot.
7
Amazon
minutes left
Prime
in
with
the third.
They had no chance. They were never going to beat San Antonio.
True. So sorry, Nick fans.
So you get nothing. You
But
lose.
it's good now. The debate was
day,
whether
sir.
to put that stupid in-season banner up at Madison Square Garden. Good.
Oh.
I'm glad we don't have to make that
They're
decision.
never going to win anything. They're not going to have to talk about it.
If you're doing tributes for Patrick Kane, you're putting up in-season championship banners. There's no fucking debate there. No debate at all.
That's great.
You're right.
This happened.
God damn it. Ay.
Like
All right. Well,
debate. Sure.
we have one more episode before the end of the calendar year. That will be next Monday evening. That's our famous Christmas episode. But it will definitely be a drunk episode of the Friends and Rivals podcast, and I'm sure Billy is going to do something holiday-esque in the daily WTF, or the weekly WTF, if you will. So, very excited to see what he has, and we'll meet some more men who want to be met
Suitors.
by women.
We're gonna meet some more suitors.
This guy, I don't even know if he's the second suitor.
No.
On the
He's
Twix app,
suitor
friends-
number
He's
3.
definitely suitor number 2.
Suitor number 8. Twix friends and rival, friends _ rivals. I can't even get that out. Go find us on social media. Billy, Go
Please,
ahead,
somebody
say
follow us.
anybody.
I like dancing.
I like dancing.
It's very important.
Good job, Bill.
I'll do it, I guess.
Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck